ass dude named um I forgot this nigga name. Toxic something. This Twitch streamer, fat dude. He gon' he gonna try to diss me. Me. If you don't get this little, I need a burger for breakfast looking ass. Like, no. This nigga right here. Twitch the virus or something. One. Twitch underscore the virus. This nigga, ooh, I ain't never been this angry. This nigga really think that he hard, but this nigga fat as hell, sitting, he doing what I'm doing. I like your mom, how about that? Hey, I'm about to put that on there, cause I don't care. Yo, mama. Motherfucker. This motherfucker.
Then it won't be a problem. Like you got all kinds of corrupt motherfucking border patrol out there that are freaking bringing white men are bringing loads of people in here. It's not the wall. That's not the reason, dude. That's just a cover up for him to get away with other shit, dude. He prioritizes, he's a selfish president. He prioritizes his bullshit over the nation, dude. Literally, dude, you shut down. There's fucking kids from all kinds of races in little camps that their rooms are made out of chain link fence.
Eat something. Go eat something healthy. Nobody doesn't speak and eat something.
That's their fault for trying to cross, bro. Like, it's just that he's trying to make an excuse for everyone. It's because you don't understand because you're still a kid. Because none of this is coming out of your taxes. You're going to tell me I'll talk to you in 2 more years when they start taxing you like crazy.
How am I a kid? Get your fat ass away from the mic.
That's not him. That's his fucking, his little circle, the people that run him. But he actually has really good ideas. His ideas was, oh, let's bomb this country, let's shoot 50-something missiles. That was his fingers. Yeah, come on, man. Get real. I I think this is why a lot of streamers say no politics in streams because it gets people mad. Because when it comes to politics, you're never gonna agree with someone. Like you're gonna disagree, I'm gonna disagree. Like it's just gonna be one continuous thing. And there's only been one bombing from our naval ships, and it was against Syria. I don't remember exactly.
Hmm.
It's like giving a 5-year-old your entire wallet and bank account. That's what we did. The guy's made his freaking company bankrupt like 4 times. Paid all the paperwork. Made it seem like he's a multi-millionaire with no problems. Like it's just now it's like giving me evidence. What? I shot his mic, bro. Oh my god, he finished me off before his death. Yes, almighty fanboy. Kick my little brother and he'd be big fan. Bro, I can kick anyone I want. I didn't want to play with the dude at the moment. Like, you need to chill yourself. If not, get the F out of here. You know, like, get, R-E, get, like, bro, like, if you're in a, what? Like, what do you mean, like them? No, I don't. There's a difference between liking them and meeting them. Bro, don't start with guns because everything that came through this election was come on, bro. Like you have to be one freaking like individual. I'm not calling you that. I'm just classifying it. You think that this nation was is has
If you want to play with, you must have a mic.
Yeah, like, seriously, like, it's not like I can't get my hands on a gun without a license, like, it's not the end of the world, bro, I swear, dude, you think I'm better off throwing knives at someone than fucking shooting someone dead ass, like, I've killed enough cats as a with a knife, so.
This nigga been eating cats, chopping them bitches.
See, that makes like, all the little people that are, like, fucking gun hungry, that want to go out and shoot
He
people,
saw it. So
I mean, that doesn't define the person who came with just to shoot you up, you know? Like, just somebody came and accumulated 4 or 5 days of oxygen ain't gonna make you just fucking top notch when you get shit in your pants. That's all the people that complain about that. All the people in the NRA and all that bullshit are pussies. How about everybody just talks about making an energy for the earth that doesn't include pollution instead of fucking arguing?
alright, now we need to kill you, you fat punk. Oh, bitch. You're the reason why we have fat niggas like you.
Every race, hear me. Every race does crimes. Look, I'm gonna tell you one simple one, and this is not. I've always brought this up, and this is not a jab at you. But you know which race I believe brings in more illegals than anyone else in this country? And I know by a fact because I worked in a warehouse where every other month we had new employees with the same names all the time. It would be Chinese and Vietnamese. They bring them. What do you mean legally? I'm talking about from. You know how many? Because you don't live in LA, dude. All these warehouses, like, there's some crazy shit going down over here where they freaking harbor illegals and they don't pay them. There's a lot of cases out here, dude. Trust me, dude. Like, if we're gonna go down to detail, like, and another reason why Trump doesn't attack black people, because black people's another thing that supposedly is a problem, is because black people get a pass because of their history as well. Keeping it real, like, just keep it real, like, that's what it is. Like,
That's not true. About to get some deep. Alright. Am I speaking normal? Okay. Hold on. Alright guys, so what had happened is I had to speak my mind on something. So the virus, we were going back and forth about something earlier, and it came to my attention that he doesn't know the true things about what's going on in America, and he thinks he knows it, but it's not the full truth. Yeah, immigrants do get treated worse, but that doesn't mean that black people haven't been getting the bad side of the stick. We've been treated unfairly since day one, yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. We still get treated like slaves. Immigrants, they at least can be with their families and at least be happy. You'll never hear that an immigrant killed their family or something like that. Usually you hear a black person has killed several or more people around this whole neighborhood, his family, his neighborhood. You don't hear that. Even if you go to Mexico or any Hispanic place in the world, you'll see that at least the families are together. They could be the worst family, but at least they're together. And what made me upset was he said that black people have been getting away with it since the past. No, nigga, it hasn't been since the past. It's been before, after. It's been so long, and we've been getting it bad. And you might think, oh, nah, it's not like that. No, we're still getting it today. We're treated like slaves every day. We're treated like garbage every day. But we're strong enough to walk past it. Yeah, some of us might bottle up our anger and end up killing half the population in our neighborhood, but still, we're treated like crap every day. There can be a black person who can work every day for the rest of their life since, I don't know, 16 all the way to their death, and still not be acknowledged for what they did. There's people who've done so much but has gotten like zero crap from it, and that's why you see black on white crimes. People acknowledge those because they know that, oh, it's a white person, they're relevant. And yeah, some of us are relevant, but they don't see in the eyes of like a normal African American. Like, what I see is what I see. I'm not the best content creator. I'm just a normal kid who likes to play YouTube, do YouTube. And yeah, I don't live in the best neighborhood. But hey, I'm Josh from Southeast DC, and that's gonna be my word for the rest of my life. And I'm gonna be honest, there's not a lot of good things around here. There's not a lot of good people around here. But there's still people who work. There's drug dealers with kids who work hard as hell, and their kids walk up to be smart geniuses, practically. There's people who are so smart, but because they can't either find a job or they're not qualified for one, they can't get in it. So either black people have this career choice. We either hopefully find a good job, or we join the military, or we do crime. Work for the government or do crime. And if we can't do that, then we're stuck on our own being drug addicts or just slobs. And then people see those people more than they see us because we're trying to work for it. And I'm just speaking for myself, my perspective. I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat. I'm just speaking for myself. There are some people who are struggling. They work hard, but they still are struggling. So they do deserve the money. And that's where welfare comes in. But, like, the government pays them. And I totally understand that, and I get that. And there's people who just abuse the power by frauding people. And that's what most people don't like. That's what Republicans don't like. That they're giving away money when they could be saving it to give to military soldiers. But you gotta think as well, like, nobody's perfect, and there's always going to be a sneaky person. Shoot, we got a sneaky person in the government, the president, but we don't say anything. We try to keep it under our noses and keep it safe. Where we can't hide, where we can't say much. If I could do an animation right now, I would say this: black people has been oppressed since the dawn of time. We've oppressed each other. We've oppressed many, many people. We've been hurt ourselves. We've seen struggle and pain. Believe it or not too long ago, a civil war ended in South Africa that not a lot of people know about, which is really sad, but it's true. Not a lot of people know about that because something had happened. No one really liked it. It's just like how we're having a war itself, but we don't see it as a war. Instead, we just see it as a social conflict. But really, it is a war. It's a war against not just my people, but other people, other races. And because America wants to seem like the highest and mighty, look, this is the third richest country, but we make it seem like the trashiest country ever. And the reason why is because just like how we don't show the nicer sides of Brazil or Africa or all these other places, they're just showing them or ourselves the bad parts. You can never see a good rap video without somebody coming. It starts out all nice when they're in like Beverly Hills, and then walk up South Central and be like, "What's up, my niggas? What's good?" Like, it's so hard to know that nobody really cares until, like, you see someone speaking for it, and when they speak for it, no one will really believe them. And I'm just a kid. I'm not fully grown up. My brain isn't fully grown, but I know for a fact black people, immigrants, and any type of race have been oppressed. But they don't show that. They show as white people, of course, up top, where it can never be touched, like the untouchables. We got, like, oh snap, this is hierarchy. If you don't know what that is, it's like a pyramid that shows who's up top and who's at the bottom. We will have white people all the way up at the top. The reason why is because they control a lot of things. They control the trends. They control what's right, you know. And we're sort of in between the untouchables, which are the bums or people who just don't look friendly, you know. Like, stay away from them. Don't touch them. They're just untouchable. And then there's just like normal people who work, but they still feel like, yo, I'm not getting paid enough, and I have 2 kids. I have 1 child, and I'm still not getting paid enough. Like, if you understand what I'm saying, you'll just, you know, understand. There's never going to be a right or wrong answer for anything, but it takes so many people to figure out something, and sometimes it can be the smallest of things. In my eyes, you should never, like other people say, you should never talk about politics. But when it comes to who's being oppressed the most, African Americans, immigrants, are all at the bottom. We're all at the bottom, being treated sort of the same. The reason why I say sort of is because they're being killed by diseases, sickness, and travel, because they're moving from a horrible, well, not horrible, but a bad country to what they think is a better country. And when they're doing this, they're getting sick and dying off. Ours is worse because we're killing each other because we feel like, oh, why he wearing my shoes? Like, something crazy. It could be your little brother who grows up and shoots you in the face when you get older, when he gets older. Like, can you believe that? Like, so what would you think would be worse? You die from illness with your family, at least someone that you love, or your family killing you by shooting you in the fucking face. I bet you would enjoy for your family at least to be the last thing you see before you pass away. Because I know it would be for me. Now, I just want to note again, I'm not the smartest or the sharpest tool in the shed, but I know that even though people might treat things as a bad thing and it can be the best thing in the world, you just gotta live with it. Life isn't fair. I know everyone has said that before, but it isn't. Just have to deal with it. It's like if you stub your toe for a minute, you know? It's gonna happen, but you don't really acknowledge it. The reason why is because you don't really care. It's like if like a fly or, something just fly across your room. You wouldn't really acknowledge it because, I don't really care about that fly. But you gotta think like this. When people treat you worse than what you already feel, they're just making it so you can spread it to other people. When they say that black people are really ugly, those people are upset. So they make other people upset. And make other people upset till there's no one, like everyone's upset. So it's just like how in India, light-skinned people were treated differently from dark-skinned people. Reason why is because one looked better. Black people, light-skins are being treated better than dark-skins. Reason why? Because some people may say that they don't really like black niggas. But hey, I'm dark-skinned and I'm proud. What are you talking about? Shoot, I don't fuck with the chlorine no more, but I'm still the same. Ain't nothing changed. I'm just as normal as the next white dude or Asian dude standing next to me. Like, everyone has lived the same life in a little bit. But we're just getting the end of the broom. And everyone else at least has their two hands on the bottom and the top. Either we go up or we stay down. Most of us, stay down, and the rest of us, a couple of 5-10% of us go up. That's why most people switch to rapping or being a football player. But there's only so many people who can be basketball, football players, and rappers. Like, I know at least 80 rappers now, but I can't listen to all 80 of their songs. So you might know them, but you can't listen to it all. It's like you get Pokemon. I'm gonna just do a nerdy reference. You get a bunch of Pokemon. You catch them. You try to catch them all. Do you think your pockets can fit millions of Pokeballs in them? No, they cannot. So all I'm saying is, nobody's perfect. No race is perfect. But in an odd sense, just know that no one's treated right. But to say that we're not getting it, nigga, black people are treated like dogs and no one says anything. But when someone goes out and make a movie about it, or like make a whole parade about it, or they're like Black Lives Matter and all this stuff. No, nigga, you should have been like that when that nigga died like last week, like 5 years ago. Trayvon Martin. You know how many dudes died the exact same way? But no, they do it like, okay, this dude is gonna get it. No, nigga, there's been so many people who've died the exact same way, but they don't say anything about it. Reason why is because they don't want that to be out there. If America gets that title, niggas make money off of immigrants, believe it or not, which everyone knows. So if someone spreads stuff like that, businessmen make money off of that. So when people spread stuff like, oh snap, a nigga just died or something like that. All this da 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 da. They will not, like, that gives America a bad image. And bad images are never good. That's like saying, hey Josh, you want to move to that country where they got Ebola at? Hell no, I won't want to. Like, what? So why would that, like, it's just about image. Yeah, we might be a rich country, but we look like one of the poorest countries in the world. Reason why is because we don't know how to treat ourselves or treat our country. We might vacuum the streets in one part of the city and let the others, and give the trash to the other parts of the streets. There's so many things that I could talk about in this one live stream, but I just don't feel like it. Dude, the virus. If you want to have a full conversation, the virus, whatever, first, eat a salad. Second, 1v1. Third, nigga, just stop what you're doing. Like, if you're going to speak for people, speak for your own race. I don't know what the fuck you is. I've never seen a Hispanic person that fat a day in my life. I don't know. Like, and I've seen some thick kids. So, I don't know. You probably jog a little bit across the street. I don't know. Walk to the trash can a couple of times. I don't know. You know, run across the, just do something. But what you better never do is call someone out. If you don't know them, don't fact check them. If you can't fact check them, don't say shit and leave it like that. Because in the meanwhile, you're just as simple as the next person. Don't get it twisted. You're nothing new. You're a nobody. Only 75 people know you. Stop it. Like, fuck all of this. I'm done. I'm done. Because I'm still a kid. I'm getting hypertension already. So, I'm out.